Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this unseen video. I hope that you are well. We've got so much to go through. A big thank you to everyone that joined us for the Elimination Chamber Press Event. We got a few bits to talk about from that, but this is probably the most stacked unseen that we've done. Lots of stuff. Let's get to it. We're going to start with this. Jason, thank you. This is AEW Wrestling, a promotion in Australia. They've just put a video out with Seth because he used to be on their roster. So he has worked for lots of indies, and one of them was AEW. Apparently, Seth was a two-time AEW heavyweight champion, and he just kind of congratulates them, says that he wouldn't be who he is now if it wasn't for them. He really puts them over. It's a lovely video clip for them, so thought you'd be interested in that. And I'm really disappointed about this because this was in yesterday's Unseen, but it didn't show for some reason. And the only comment I was going to make is, obviously, Becky looks amazing. She would look amazing in anything. But I was going to say, keep an eye out for this because obviously the joke is that Seth is wearing outlandish clothes. So would we be that surprised if Seth Rollins was to come out on a Raw wearing this in the near future? So maybe keep an eye out to see if Seth is going to be donning this one day. Certainly won't wear it as well as Becky is, though. I know that much. This is fun. So here we've got Bianca with a koala bear, right? And in the comments, Bayley says, "Now I really hate you." And Bianca responded, "You shouldn't have won the Rumble. You could have been here for Chamber, lol." So I really like this. So because Bayley won the Rumble, her match for WrestleMania is sorted. She doesn't need to be in Australia, so she doesn't get to hold koala bears. So Bianca's saying, well, it's your own fault. Shouldn't have won the Rumble. And here is the footage of Bianca with that koala bear, and I have no doubt whatsoever that that is going in her hand luggage. In fact, she might try to just take that as her hand luggage. There's three in that relationship. There's Bianca, there's Montez, and that koala bear now. Look at it. She ain't letting that go, man. She ain't letting that go. So that's great. That's great. Right, Mark, shout out to you. Listen, I've got big feelings on this. Let's not spend too long on it, but let's whoosh it in. So, Wrestle Talk said, do you remember that video of Grayson Waller supposedly getting into a confrontation with a presenter of a show in Australia about calling wrestling fake? Well, the same thing has happened with Austin Theory, but their own official article lists a staff member called Kayfabe. Employees were left stunned when a real-life stoosh broke out between the West Australian's editor-in-chief and wrestling superstar Austin Theory, who threatened to smack the out of him. One staff member, Kayfabe, said it looked like a genuine fight was going to break out. I was seriously worried about what was going to happen. Thankfully, security stepped in. Anthony was genuinely worried, right? I've got really mixed feelings on this. I just think it's so strange that the two outbursts against reporters have come from Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, who just happen to be in a team together, right? Now, I don't know if this is WWE that are doing this. I don't know if they've bet each other. Like, can you go off on a reporter, right? I've done it now, you've got to do it type situation. I really don't know. Do you not find it strange that no other superstar has remotely reacted this way? I mean, like, when was the last time this happened, that there was an outburst and all of a sudden we get two examples and they just happen to be in a tag team together, and they both happen to be quite young, right? Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, and then this weird thing that got released. So talking about how one staff member, Kayfabe, I mean, I feel like that's their way of telling you this is kayfabe, this is made up, this is not real. And I don't get it. I don't understand. I can't understand what this is meant to achieve. I don't know what this is meant to do. I can't get my head around it. I think this makes wrestling look awful. I think it makes it look awful. If you're someone that is really like not on board with wrestling, seeing wrestlers have hissy fits because it gets called fake, you would just be like, oh man, they're cringe. What a cringe. I don't know. I just don't get it. I really don't understand. I don't understand how this is meant to be beneficial in any way. Someone thinks this is beneficial, and I don't know who, and I don't know how. So I don't think this makes wrestling look good. I think it makes it look really bad. I think it makes it look petty. I hate it. I really hate it. I hated it when Grayson did it, and it didn't feel quite right then. And now we've got all this. It doesn't feel right now, and it feels fake. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Right, here we've got The Rock saying that he might go after Seth and Cody. Now, this is another one which honestly was meant to be in yesterday's and didn't show. I don't know what happened yesterday. There was a couple of things that didn't show. This is The Rock, and he said if Cody and his little girlfriend, Seth, talk trash, let The Rock know, because here's what's going to happen. The Rock's going to slap the pee out of both of them, just like that, if they talk trash. The Rock is going to fly down to Perth before the interview is over, and he will do it. Now, a lot of people took that in isolation to mean that The Rock was going to go to Perth, because they're clearly going to talk about The Rock. What they're ignoring, though, is the fact that at the very start of the interview, The Rock said, I am not going to Perth. I will not be going to Perth, right? He was very clear about that. I'm not going. And I said during the live stream I think he's basically said, I'm not going. He's then kind of got into a bit of a rhythm. And then he's just sort of come out with this where he said, look, if they do talk about me, don't think that I won't go down there, right? But he ain't going to go. It's going to take him 30 odd hours to go. He'd have to be there now, right? He'd have to be there now. So I really, really, really do not expect him. If he comes out, I will be stunned. Right, I will be stunned. I think this is just The Rock getting a little bit carried away, to be honest. I think this is him getting carried away. And we do have some comments on this subject from Triple H later on. Here is the interview with The Rock. Obviously, we've just taken some words out of that, or Sportskeeda did. Chris said, who's more obvious with plugging their products every time they're on camera? Is it The Rock or is it Logan Paul? It is true, actually. The Rock's got his Zoa right here. And obviously, Logan Paul's constantly with Prime, bottles of Prime. So, yeah, that is pretty fun. So, this is the interview that it was taken from. And as you said, it just dropped just before we recorded Unseen. I did have it in there. It just didn't show. It did a John Cena on me. I couldn't see it. Right, look at the cues. Triple H said Perth has shown up for the Superstore at Elimination Chamber in a big way. This is awesome. It is. The crowd have been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant. Here's that footage of Austin Theory responding to the journalist. You brought me here. You're going to talk to me like this. No, man. Just because you're in charge of some stuff around here doesn't mean you can talk to me like that. I didn't mean to offend you. Oh, you're saying what I do is easy. You're talking about my job being easy. You couldn't walk a damn day in my shoes. I mean, like, we don't actually hear what the guy says. I don't know if you've noticed, but the video clip doesn't actually catch what the dude says. So I'm not buying it. I don't think this is real. I really don't think this is real. And that thing that came out saying one member of staff called kayfabe. I mean, come on. Right, Becky stopping from Seth going into his old habits. So they're all posing. Look, Seth gives this guy the belt. You pose with that, mate. You stand there. I'm just going to grab this. And Becky's like, no. Put it down. He's a good guy. I love the dude. The dude with the belt's like, whoa. There we go. That is a fun little moment. Oh, yeah, this was good. So if we whoosh this in, so obviously, Fightful saying, The Rock said, I'll slap the pee out of Cody and his girlfriend Seth. We just looked at those comments. Well, Seth has seen those comments, and he's attached this gif saying, how do you do, fellow kids? How do you do, fellow kids? So that's him taking the mick out of The Rock, trying to act cool. Hello, fellow kids. So I thought that was pretty humorous. Right, man, we got so much stuff in this folder. There's absolutely tons. It's going to take us like a year to get through all this. It's going to take me a year just to scroll down. Right, there we go. So next up, Grayson Waller said, some people don't change. They just find new ways to lie. And then he attaches a picture of Seth attacking Cody, adding some spice for that segment at Elimination Chamber. Jaden said, Grayson already firing his shots. Also, Mo Reigns, shout out to you, bud. Appreciate that last one. And Alex as well. Right, here we go. Jaden, thank you. Triple H comments on Rhea Ripley's homecoming with a heartfelt message. Triple H said, I feel like a proud dad when I watch her go to the ring on Saturday. I'll have tears in my eyes because it'll be that big of a deal. That's lovely, isn't it? So Triple H with some lovely words there. Jaden, thank you. Sam, shout out to you. Breaking news. This coming from Better Wrestling Experience. Apparently, Nia against Rhea will main event Elimination Chamber. So Nia against Rhea will main event. I don't know if that means that it's going to be the last match or if it means it's going to be the last segment. So I don't know quite what that means. It could be the last match and then we could do Seth, Cody talk show. This could be the main event match, the final match of the four. Or is it going to be that the talk show segment's going to be earlier on? I honestly, I don't know. But either way, this is certain to be the last match, right? It could be the final thing we see. So, yeah, very, very interesting news. That coming from Better Wrestling Experience. Yes, this was mentioned during the broadcast, and I have to admit that I missed it. I missed it. I did not hear Michael Cole say this, but apparently, well, I heard him say part of it. A structure which took over a month to get here. It was supposed to ship through the Suez Canal, but pirates ended those plans. So it was sent to Miami, transported via truck to Los Angeles, taken by ship to Sydney, and then by train to Perth. So I caught the bit where he said that it had taken a month for the cage to arrive in Australia. I did not catch the bit where he was talking about the fact that pirates played a part in that happening. Obviously, we know that there is piracy in that area, but it's just pretty fun to think of pirates, like old school pirates with rum and all that kind of stuff, big beards and treasure chests, preventing the Elimination Chamber from getting to Perth. So that was wild, man. Pretty wild quote there from the press event. Here's some footage of Logan walking through the curtain. So this is Logan at that press event. And here you can see he's tweeted out, what's wrong, Randy Orton? Because Randy does not look impressed. Look at that, Randy is not impressed. There's Logan getting the nod to go now, and out he steps. He worked the crowd really, really well, actually. Jordan, shout out to you. It's just funny, isn't it? Casual LA Night enjoyer. There is Nia after having the prime tipped all over her, and actually we might even have the footage coming up in a bit. So this is Grayson Waller on Instagram. He's took a picture of Seth from behind and he's added the word flop. So that was Grayson on Instagram. So Gio the Theo, thank you. Liam, shout out to you. WrestleVote said, look out for a women's tag team championship match to be added. And of course it was. Now, this could be something. This could be nothing, right? But there are rumors, and they are nothing more than rumors, that Batista has been spotted in Australia. So Jacob said sources in Australia have snapped Batista in Perth. Triple H might be planning something huge. So Batista spotted in Perth. I don't know if this is legit. I don't know if Jacob is telling me the truth. I don't know if this is maybe an old picture. Like, I'm still really in the dark on this. But just an interesting rumor that's kind of doing the rounds. So, Jordan, shout out to you. Yeah, look at that woman, man. We spotted her. We spotted her during the live stream. The woman in the front row that went mental. And look who's next to her. Trinidad flag guy. Trinidad flag guy. I can't believe... First of all, I can't believe people are talking about her more than him, right? That is the real leader of the WWE universe. Forget green shirt guy. Trinidad flag guy goes to all the big events just like green shirt guy, but he doesn't seem to have the same connections because he never gets that great seat in the middle like green shirt guy. He always has to be moved around, but he's always there. And look at this. There he is. He's managed to get into the front row of the press thing with his Trinidad shirt on. He's got his flag as well. I love that guy. He's so happy and positive, and I love that guy. I mean, I love that guy as much as this woman loves Randy Orton, right? That was me when I spotted Trinidad flag guy. Yes! Come on! Hey, this is fun. So this is them asking, like, how many tons and how many miles of chain is in the Elimination Chamber. We've got... Is this WWE or is this math class, said Chelsea. But look who gets it right. Look, Kevin Owens got it wrong. I don't know. I don't know how many miles it would be. There's Liv's guess. She gets it wrong. Right? She doesn't know how many tons. It's actually 10 tons and 2 miles of chain. R-Truth gets it right! Yes! R-Truth! And then I think we move on to talking about the person that's won the most. And so they are guessing, and no one's getting that right. Then we're asking what year was the first Elimination Chamber. And it's 2002. Again, wrong. Wrong. Miz, wrong. Austin Theory, no. Kevin Owens, no. It was in Phoenix. Chelsea Green says 1997 or something like this. No. R-Truth, got it right! It's amazing. I am fairly confident they gave him the answers beforehand. I'm fairly confident that they got it right. It is hilarious. Right, so Luke, thank you. Bailey said, don't miss me too much. Listen to this. I want to know. Now, that's the Australians singing Hey Bayley, right? Which was, I believe, a chant created in the UK. So feel free to let the Australians know that every chance you can get, because there is a friendly rivalry between the UK and Australia. And I think it would just bother them if they thought they were chanting something that the UK had created. We gave that to the world, and it's great to see the Australians following in our path. So, Australian friends, shout out to you. Jay Chrysler, thank you. I did enjoy that. Michael P.S. Hayes said, file this under things you thought you would never do in your lifetime. Well, I wasn't going to create that folder. I just put it in with the other chamber stuff, to be honest. But there is Michael P.S. Hayes with a koala. I mean, they are so cute, aren't they? They are really... Isn't it amazing that they've got chlamydia, right? It's just amazing. Right, look at this. Not Liv dunking Kevin. Boom! It is Liv dunking Kevin. So, there we go. She dunks him down. That's a pretty fun clip. You might have seen that from the press event today. Here's Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler ziplining near the Optus Stadium. So, they're off having fun. Look at this.
Byron Saxton! Byron Saxton! Byron Saxton! Byron Saxton! Byron Saxton! Byron Saxton!
Wow. Thank you for the love, Australia. Listen, we're all shocked, Byron. We're all shocked. Literally all of us are surprised that that happened. Tiffany Stratton said Perth for Perth. Very good. Cathy Kelley said the toilets flush in the opposite direction and Grayson doesn't get booed. South of the equator is so backwards. Cathy, did you just see what they did for Byron? Tell me about it. I know. It is all backwards. Look at this. Rhea bouncing the bottle off Nia's head was unnecessary. Oh. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. That was funny. That was, you're right. That was funny. Go back, go back, go back. I want to do it again. Look. She, look, throws it on. Nia does nothing as well here. Look. She bottle of the bottle off the heads. Why does Nia not do anything back to that? I don't get it. She's meant to be this monster heel. And I can only imagine that Triple H came out and went, we've only literally got a minute left. You've got to go. She should have laid her out, man. Or at least tried to. She just got like the prize. Imagine a UFC. Someone did that to Conor McGregor. Do you reckon he's just going to walk off the stage shocked? Like, he's going to ruin everyone in that building. Or at least try. So, I don't know. It was weird, but I love the bottle. Where's the bottle? Where's the bottle? Yeah. Ooh, pop. Big Bronson Reed said, glad to see the fans at the Chamber Press Event are being vocal. Keep doing that, my people. Show them how Aussies do it. Julian said Grayson and Rhea just did a shoey. Iconic. It was brilliant. That was do you know, I would say the press event was not essential, but it did have some moments. I mean, Michael Cole talking about pirates. Amazing. The fact that we got the shoey with Rhea and Grayson. Amazing. The prime bottle being bounced, like prime being thrown on Nia and the bottle being bounced off her head. Amazing. Trinidad flag guy in the front row. The turnout from Australia was fantastic. So it's one of them, innit? If you don't watch it, you're like, oh, I haven't missed anything. But if you did watch it, I reckon there was still bits in there that you would have enjoyed. I really enjoyed seeing the superstars actually out and about. You know, you got to see them like we just saw with Liv and Kevin, like doing some stuff out in Perth. I thought that was good. Right, here is, look at that. I'm bloody impressed with you, mate. That is what Grayson said to Rhea after the shoey. I'm bloody impressed with you, mate. So that's kind of a cool moment, isn't it? The two Australians coming together after they've just done shoeys together. And here we go. This is the confirmation. Fightful saying Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae will challenge the Kabuki Warriors. And that is going to be, I think, on the kickoff show. I think I read it was on the kickoff show. But either way, it's going to be happening in the stadium. And that's going to be massive for Indy Hartwell. Massive for Indy Hartwell. I'm really pleased for her. Look at this. Logan clowning Kevin, telling him to pick up the bottle, knowing full well he can't. So Kevin knocked a bottle of Prime out of Logan's hand. It went down. I didn't catch this, but Boulder seems to be suggesting that Logan was telling Kevin, go pick it up, right? Because knowing that he can't. And here's why. This was when they were building towards their match at the Royal Rumble. So look at this. The bottle of Prime goes down and he can't, look, he goes to get it. Drops it, can't get it, fumbles the bottle, and Logan laughs at him about it. Look, points and laughs. That slipped me by, man. That proper passed me by. So it looks like Logan's trolling Kevin Owens over the fact that he can't pick up bottles of Prime. Although I don't think Kevin Owens wants to pick up bottles of Prime, to be honest. Right, there was this as well. That was smooth. Rhea said, what a beautiful sight. Australian flag. Buddy Matthews said, yes. Yes, you are. Very smooth. Very smooth. This was Kevin Owens being shown at the start of the press event. He goes to press the button for the lift. And then I think he gets told the lift's not working or something. And you can see him go, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Of all the clips to show of Kevin, they show a clip of him being inconvenienced. I thought that was pretty fun. Here's Asuka with Kairi. They've got some Survivor Series. No, Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber teddies. In, I think, are those koalas? I'm guessing they're koalas. They certainly will have been from the WWE Superstore, which I believe they did a sign-in at. I don't know if it was today or if it's tomorrow, but I know the Kabuki Warriors are there doing a sign-in. So that's them just enjoying themselves. And this is what we said about The Rock earlier. Triple H confirms The Rock will not be at Elimination Chamber. He says, you are not going to see The Rock at Elimination Chamber. I'm not going to spin that because I don't want people expecting that and not see that. This show will be spectacular and nobody will miss The Rock. As this all came to be, his schedule is quite tight, as you can imagine. So we have a lot of events, and unfortunately, this was not one of them. So that was Triple H on XAV and Michelle for breakfast, right? And I believe him. I really do. I mean, it takes like 20 odd hours to get. That's 40 hours of just flying. I mean, The Rock has got, you know, Zoa. He's got his football thing. I mean, he's got so many different projects and so many things that he's a part of. Like, just 40 hours of flying. You can understand that not being possible for The Rock. So I will be stunned. I will be shocked if he is going to be there. The monster of all monsters, shout out to you. Here we've got the most Elimination Chamber eliminations. 5 for Braun in 2018 and Shayna Baszler in 2020. So that must mean that they both eliminated everyone else in the chamber, right? If they got 5 eliminations. So you can't better that, in all fairness. There's no way of beating that unless you do a special chamber that's got even more people in it. But yeah, amazing records. And that's everything in the chamber folder. Let's go back and go to WWE. We've got loads in this. Right, this is Camille. She did a video, an Ask Me Anything video. Jordan, thank you. And she said that she was in Orlando at this point. And you can see Richard worked out that she was just 44 minutes away from the Performance Center. There's the WWE Performance Center, right? There's the airport. So literally the Performance Center is just up from the airport. And apparently Camille was over here. Now, the belief is that she's going to AEW. We don't think she's going to WWE. But it is interesting. For only 44 minutes away from the Performance Center. Probably just a coincidence. Probably just a coincidence. But even so. Or it could be that maybe she had gone there. But this was when she was having talks with people, you know? And so she went to the Performance Center to have a chat, and this is her doing a video afterwards or something. Maybe she lives there, I don't know. But yeah, just I think she goes to AEW. That's what the word on the street has said anyway. But interesting all the same. Morris Knight, thank you. So there is interest for WWE to get Sylvester Stallone, and it makes perfect sense. This coming from WrestleVotes. Obviously, this is going to be Rocky related. Rocky was set in Philadelphia. That's where WrestleMania is. Sylvester Stallone was Rocky. That's why they want him. It makes perfect sense. And I would love to see an intro that was like Rocky themed, to be honest. I think that would be absolutely brilliant. Maybe we could get Hogan to revive Thunderlips, because Hogan was in the Rocky franchise as well. And actually, because of that, that's how we kind of got Hogan as popular as what he became. You know, Hogan massively benefited by being in Rocky. That then meant that WWE went and got Hogan. That then started Hulkamania. That then started WrestleMania. So you can really talk and point at the Rocky films as playing a big part in helping to kind of set up Hulkamania and set up WrestleMania. So it'd be very fitting. Very fitting. So I hope they get that done. Llyod A'noa'i said that he's trying to get into WWE as a producer. He said he did a package for SummerSlam with my family, so I thought that was interesting. I thought you'd be interested in that. He's trying to get in as a producer. This is really interesting. So Austin Theory talks about his seated Spanish fly and the fact that it resulted in a botch, right? You remember his match with Carmelo? He says that it's retired now. He's done. So Humble Wrestling saying that's a real mature move by Theory. Like, if I can't do it, if I'm not going to nail it every time, I'm done with it. He said that he saw himself and like the angle he came down, and I think he feels quite fortunate for getting away with it. Basically, it could have gone horrific. LR1147, shout out to you, my friends. WrestleOps said Triple H. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Let's whoosh it in. Whoosh whoosh. So Triple H, when asked about Cody Rhodes smashing the throne at AEW Double or Nothing, he said that he laughed about it. He said people make that stuff out to be so much more than it is. To me, if I was in his shoes, I would have done the same. He talks about seeing Cody as still being that kid. You know, he sees Cody as being that kid that kind of, and he says, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I've known him pretty much his whole life. So it was a nice little thing, actually. I mean, there's no hard feelings there. I really, really don't think there's any hard feelings there. We got this as well. Randy Orton discussing Cody finishing his story. He said, seeing those fans, the Cody crybabies, as The Rock calls them, seeing the fans be so vocal for a Cody Rhodes, Cody's heart and him finishing the story, and that story's important. I think because it's important to Cody, it's important to the fans, and it's pretty effing cool to see that a lot of those fans, Cody's story is more important than the biggest star in the world. That's pretty cool. I also understand the business side of it, and I don't think there's any bigger match you can match with The Rock being involved, just when you're talking business. But if I had to choose, I would want to see Cody beat Roman and win that title at WrestleMania 40. So that's amazing, isn't it? Lovely, lovely words there from Randy. And great news! Great news! I am unblocked by Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce has unblocked me, and I think it's thanks to Eric, because, to be honest, I got tagged in a Scrap Daddy tweet, and straight away I thought, I'm not going to be able to view this, right? We've spoke before. I follow all the wrestlers, but I don't follow them. I've got them in a list, and I keep an eye on their tweets so that we can put it in unseen. And the only person, right, out of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, referees, interviewers, everyone, right? The only person that had me blocked was Adam Pearce, and I didn't know why, and I still don't know why, right? But as I said, whatever it is, whatever's happened, I will happily apologize, right? No problem whatsoever, because I don't want to cause any offense to the wrestlers, right? Or people in it. I've got nothing but the utmost respect. Yes, we talk about what's happening and we critique it and everything, but we're only doing that as fans, right? We're only being fans. So yeah, it was one of those. It didn't massively bother me. I just didn't know why. And so Adam Pearce tweeted this out saying, love somebody today. Eric responded, unblock wrestling days. He didn't do anything to you, right? And he did. So nothing but love, respect, appreciation, gratitude to Adam Pearce, right? GOAT. And Eric as well, really appreciate it. Like, that's awesome. That is awesome. I mean, I can only imagine that I've like criticized WWE or done something like that where they've done a storyline and I'm like, don't like this or whatever, and he's seen it and gone, whatever. So I don't think it was anything personal. I don't think it was anything massive. I don't think it was like some sort of massive issue. I'm just over the moon, man. I can't believe it. I did not expect that to happen. So yeah, a huge thank you to Adam Pearce. I'm absolutely chuffed. It's great because now we can see his tweets, which is brilliant. And a big thank you to Eric as well, of course. So don't go bothering him. Don't go bothering anyone else. We're not looking to bother people. That's why I say just quote, tag me in messages that you see. And feel free to put little things as well. You can see here, look, Eric put in a little bit of text as well. That way, if I retweet it, it's not just my name. Like, you're giving your thoughts. I want you to, give your thoughts as well. So you can just tag my name, quote tag my name. But if you want to give your thoughts as well, I think that adds a little extra. So if I do retweet it, then it's a bit more engaging for people to read. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, I'm thrilled, man. So Eric, thank you. And Adam Pierce, thank you. Right, Hawkins Jr. tagging me in this said, you was talking about the three faces thing. Yes. With the broken glass. Yes. Maybe it's just stock footage. You can see it in this. So, yeah, I don't know where this clip's come from, right? But there is footage here. There is footage. And the more I look at this, actually, now I'm looking, I don't think that is a knife. The way it seems to move, I think it's just a piece of glass. I can sort of see why someone thinks it would be a knife. But that's the bit that we thought might have been a knife the other day. Or, you know, it was just a theory. I don't know. I don't know, actually. That does look quite knife-ish, in all fairness. I think it's probably just a piece of the glass. But either way, yes, that probably is just stock footage. We know a lot of White Rabbit was stock footage. We found the stock footage. We know where they got it from. It was not filmed. It was just taken, basically. And this could absolutely be the same. It is worth mentioning about Dreadmare as well, because I get tagged in it a lot. I get mentioned in it a lot. A lot of people are saying it's Bo. He's got a channel. I don't believe that's his channel. Right, that I believe is a fan channel. They do great work. I mean, the videos look great, but I don't believe that to be an actual Bo channel. Right, there's one whole video dedicated to another fan channel. Right, and I believe it's actually them that are behind it. Think about it. If Bo was going to come back and do a channel, would he really dedicate a whole video to a fan channel? Like, he would want to be telling the story and building up towards his return. There's also little clues in them videos. Like, I saw in one video, they made the comment, would you rather this or nothing? And in my mind, that's them saying, like, you know, I'm making this. It might not be what you think, but would you rather have this or would you rather just have nothing? Because if I didn't make this, then you'd have nothing. And there's been people saying, yeah, but the font's the same. Yeah, well, a font finder, a font finding app can easily find you whatever font you want, right? I know the font. It's I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Frontapia, something like that. There is an app that you can get where you can literally put in any font and then hit search, and then it'll tell you the name of the font. Super easy to do. And I did it with the font from the Three Faces thing, and I'm sure it was like Frontapia it came out as. So that's easy. And then voices, AI voices, easy. My friend Tommy Toy Travels does a lot of his videos using AI voice. And that technology is at that stage now. So yeah, I wanted to answer that because on a lot of recent videos, we've been getting people saying Bo, which I don't mind people saying Bo, but don't say Bo because you've seen that channel, because that channel is believed to be a fan channel. So I wanted to clean that up. We did speak about that on the Wrestling Escape Pod, actually. Right, let's go into merch. There's not much in here. We've got this. I don't know if this is AI generated or where this has come from. Mark tagged me in this. I don't even know if I've seen this before, to be honest. I haven't got a clue. But there is Cody with obviously Hell in a Cell and his torn pec. It's really cool. There is another pop vinyl, which I meant to put in this folder, but I think I've put it in other. So we'll have a look at that. Oh, this is more to do with Brock. So apparently he is in the game. You just can't play as him. So it was too late to remove him. The plan shifted to just make him unplayable. So apparently he's in the source code, but you just cannot actually get him. There's no front end. So I think they said if someone could, like, you know, work their magic, they might be able to unlock him from the source code. So apparently he's in the game. You just can't access him. So that was interesting. Jordan, thank you. Let's have a look at the fun folder, shall we? Let's go down. So, Alan, thank you. You only lasted for 3 seconds. And she's like, is that all? Right? And then it's got The Rock. It's got The Rock. Whether you like it or you don't like it. You love it. You hate it. One thing for damn sure, you're gonna respect it. I like that. That's a fun little meme. I did want to just point out, though, Alan said Days can relate. Where's this come from? Where's this come from? What's this about? What's this about? Eh? I will not have my good name slandered. Thank you very much. I'm joking, Alan. It's good. It's all good. So there we go. You only lasted for 3 seconds. And she's like, is that all? Whether you love it, whether you hate it, you're going to respect it. Casual LA Night Enjoyer. It's Tiffy. It's true, man. Did you see all my homies love Tiffy time? Did you see the reaction she got at that press event? It was popping off, man. It was really kicking off. They were like proper Tiffy time. She was over. Considering we've only seen her a couple of times. She was over, man. So Tiffy time is really getting somewhere. Look at this. Luke, shout out to you. Thought this would make you chuckle. It did. Wrestlers without... Look at Kevin Owens. Look at Roman. Look at Bray. Look at Bray without a beard. Look at Sammy. Wow. AJ looks gorgeous. He could be in Pretty Deadly, couldn't he? Oh my God. Look at Braun. Look at Braun. Seth looks great. Seth looks great. Roman always looks great. Sheamus looks great. Man, look at Kevin. Kevin's hilarious. Why does Triple H look like he's pooping himself? I don't know what's happening there. But wrestlers without beards. Look at this. Sean said this was probably Logan when Rhea took a sip of his prime and said it didn't taste very good. So here he is, look, smiling away. Then she said it doesn't taste very good. Boom. Changes. She did as well. Do you know, she took a sip out of it. Crowd started booing because she was drinking prime. And she went, yeah, I know. It doesn't even taste very good. Oh, savage line. Savage. I wonder if he had words with her after. Right, look at this. This made me laugh. 90s WWE. A photo of a planet 5 billion miles away. Highly detailed. Looks amazing. Bank security camera. Awful. 240p. It's true though, isn't it? Why do bank security cameras, the footage always looks atrocious? What's that about? What is that about? So, yeah, very cool. Right, we've done much. We've done Brock. We've done Fun. We've done Chamber. Did we do WWE? We did WWE. So it's only other that we've got to work our way through. It's a fair bit. Right, Angie, shout out to you. Says, how cute is this? One of the many reasons to love Cody Rhodes. There we go. Cody and Pharaoh. Some new images. Very cool. There it is. Miss Clown, thank you. Looks amazing. Hall of Fame pop. If they do a Hall of Fame pop series... It's done for my bank account. It is done, mate. It is over. Like, that looks amazing. I absolutely want this. I want that so bad. It looks amazing. So, love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, John Cena has joined OnlyFans. This was a big story today. So, it's not John Cena himself. It's Ricky Stanicki. So, Ricky Stanicki has joined OnlyFans. It's a great way to promote the new film. It's definitely got people talking. So there you go. You can subscribe for free to Ricky Stanicki's OnlyFans. So James Chadwick, thank you. Look at that. Jaden, thank you. This dude got a autograph from Rhea and then got it tattooed. And the tattoo looks sick. I love the way that they've got it not just all in black. They've kind of got it a bit two-tone. It just looks like a little bit 3D. That tattoo artist has done a great job with that. That tattoo looks so good. It looks really good. Considering what they started with to what he's got, it looks brilliant. Brilliant. Ah, they fixed Bayley. Look at Bayley on the right. Trash, right? And then they've changed it and it looks a lot better, actually. It does look a lot better. So they have fixed... Do you remember? She sent that tweet out saying, help me. They fixed Bayley. So, James, shout out to you. And look, here's John Cena. Like you've never seen me before. Subscribe to the link in my bio. OnlyFans. Ah, very good. Very good. Mitchell said, is this real? Oh, it's real. It's real, all right. Hey, look at this. Corey Graves has put this out. Let's whoosh it in. So he said, when I can't sleep, I write. I am writing this 13 hours in the future from the rest of my life. We are mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, superheroes and rock stars, athletes and lost souls, longing for home, yet already there, bound by a singular passion, a passion that uniquely differs for all who possesses it, different motivations, different experiences, a transient family, the circus, really. The passion is tangible, the most remote city on earth, alive with excitement, weary travelers putting on their best faces for a common good. It's not perfect, it never will be. It is the island of athletically gifted misfit toys, gathered together for a different type of mass. In a few hours, reality returns, bills, business, diapers, missed weddings, forgotten birthdays. But for those 3 hours, oh man, those 3 hours, tens of thousands of rabid souls, fans and performers spilling their guts for one another. Communal catharsis. For 3 hours, magic is real. That is Corey Graves, and obviously we've got our very own poet in the community with Sonny. So, Sonny, I'd say if you can take some inspiration from this, because that is very powerful and brilliant. Very thought-provoking. I enjoyed that. Corey Graves, very talented. Rikishi said, what happened to my blue check mark? So you got Corey Graves, who's coming out with just this wonderful poetry. And here's Rikishi going, where's my blue check mark? I've noticed it's gone. Who's in charge? Tag someone. So we have got a real emergency right now on social media. Yeah, look at this. IGN said The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the Brotherhoods might be taking up a lot of attention right now. Oh, yeah, loads. Oh, God, all we talk about is the Brotherhoods. Yeah? WrestleOps is like, Brotherhoods? What's the brother? What the hell's the brother? All the comments are like, brother, what are they on about? It's the Brotherhoods. Does anyone know what this is? And I do not think IGN know anything. I don't think they've had a tip-off or anything. I think this is just, maybe they meant Bloodline, right? The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the Bloodline might be taking up a lot of attention right now. I don't know what they mean by Brotherhood. All the comments are like, what are you on about? Hey, look at this. First look at 2017 Rhea Ripley in 2K. That's amazing, isn't it? Rhea Ripley from 2017. It's just unrecognizable. It's just amazing. This is her, like, I think she was in the Mae Young Classic. I think that was the first time I saw her in the Mae Young Classic tournament. So, amazing. Yeah, this was cool. This is Bianca and Montez talking about trying to go mainstream, and they're talking about reaching out to new outlets. There's a brilliant line at the end. He's like, look, we're changing wrestling. He says, she's, beautiful, stunning. She makes her own gear. I'm trying to look as sexy as I can and make my own music. He comes out with a brilliant line at the end. He says, we're not just about hitting clotheslines. We're now making them. So, that's what she is. She is making her own clothes, isn't she? So, and obviously these two have done that reality show as well. So they really are, there we go, not just doing a clothesline, we're making it. Love it. That's a great quote. There is Samantha Irvin. Now, they did also have Alicia Taylor and Mike Rome, but I thought Samantha Irvin would be the one people would want to see the most. So that is Samantha Irvin, her character model in 2K24. Look at this. I love this. This might not be, no one will care. I care. This is Shayna Baszler being taught how to do a hammerlock chain from Billy Robinson in 2011. And if you don't know who Billy Robinson is, I regard him as the best British wrestler of all time. He is one of the best wrestlers of all time. He was he was like your wrestler's favorite wrestler because he was legit. He was someone that if he got into a fight, he could end that fight for real, right? He was a shooter. He was someone that had to, in the era where he was wrestling, you had to be able to look after yourself. Like, you had to be a strong man. You had to be someone that could take on people in bars, win fights, and he could. So he was legit. He was a technician. He has done a lot of training after his career ended. He transitioned into training. It's a bit like, you know, Stu Hart had his dungeon and he would be like putting people in holds and like making them scream in pain. Like Billy Robinson was exactly the same way. And that's him there training Shayna Baszler. Like, she is not just someone that came from MMA. She really has learned like how to do wrestling, how to do different holds, and I just thought this was so cool. If you really want to learn more about wrestling and the history of wrestling and find out some really cool stuff, Catch Wrestling Catch Wrestling. Brilliant account to follow. Brilliant account. John Cena almost missed his chance to meet his wife after being too shy. He said, "I wasn't looking, but damn, it just found me. I didn't even know the game was over. I get up to leave," right? So I think he was watching the Super Bowl. The game had ended. He gets up to leave. One of her friends came over and was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he said, "Only if I can get that girl's number," right? And that is when he first laid his eyes on his now wife whilst watching the 2019 Super Bowl. It's an amazing story, isn't it? It's an amazing story. So that's him with her. Here we've got Randy Orton admitting that his Voices theme song doesn't get him as pumped up as other theme songs. There's a whole article here which is really interesting. He talks about the fact that like the Voices theme, it doesn't do it for him. It's not what he listens to. What he listens to in the gym is probably a bit too energetic, a bit too upbeat, doesn't really fit the Randy Orton character, but it's what he prefers. He said he loves AJ's music, Judgment Day's music. He said when Samoa Joe was with them, he loves Samoa Joe's music. Voices just doesn't do it for him. He said he's never loved it, but it's always fitted his character. And apparently they worked on new theme music for Randy, and up to Survivor Series, they were going to launch it at Survivor Series, and then the decision was made last minute, let's just stick with Voices because the crowd love it and they're passionate for it. Let's not give them, like, let's not launch something new. And apparently one of the higher-ups said that the music they'd created sounded a bit too similar to Roman Reigns. So I don't know if we'll ever hear that theme, but that's a whole lot of information that we got regarding Randy's Voices theme and how he's just not that keen on it. I don't think he hates it by any means, but he just gets way more pumped for other people's themes. And then this is the last one. This is from Piper Niven. 2 wee dears. Yeah, but they are stuck, aren't they? They are stuck, aren't they? Because I know that we're going, oh, look at the deers. I think they need help. I'm pretty sure someone needs to help the deers. I hope they're not still there, because they need help. So I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think Piper Niven has quite grasped the situation. So that, my friends, is unseen. So thanks a lot for joining us. We will be back later with SmackDown. Obviously, when SmackDown ends, a few hours later, we will start our Elimination Chamber stream. So I don't think there's going to be an unseen following SmackDown, because if we do an unseen following SmackDown, it's going to get out of date real quick. It's going to be like, it'll be out of date real quick, because we'll then go straight into Elimination Chamber, and we will definitely do one after Elimination Chamber. So I don't know where we're going to be with Unseen tomorrow. The Elimination Chamber is throwing everything out, so we will definitely be back for SmackDown, and then a few hours after that we start our Elimination Chamber stream, and then after that we will do Unseen. So there is an Unseen on the way. it's coming, but it's going to be super delayed until after Elimination Chamber. So yeah, if you are around, we will be live. We'll be live hours before Elimination Chamber, all throughout Elimination Chamber. We are going to absolutely box that off, and I cannot wait. So if you are around, stop by, say hello, share your thoughts, share your theories. I appreciate the support as always. I hope you had a great time going through the world of wrestling with me as we were having a look at bits and bobs. Appreciate the support as always. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.